Alright, so in this problem, I have 8 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 68. So to start, I'm going to first rewrite 8 here as 2 to the power of 3. So now I have 2 to the power of 3 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 68. And I can actually switch the places of the 3 and the x. So this is the same thing as 2 to the power of x to the power of 3 plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 68. Now, I'm going to let 2 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have y to the power of 3 plus y is equal to 68. And if I subtract 68 on both sides, I get y to the power of 3 plus y minus 68 is equal to 0. Now, 68 I can rewrite as negative 64 minus 4. And now I'm going to change the order to y to the power of 3 minus 64 plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. Now 64 is the same thing as 4 to the power of 3. So I have y to the power of 3 minus 4 to the power of 3 plus y minus 4 is equal to 0. And if I have something in the form a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So in this case, this is going to equal y minus 4 times y squared plus 16 plus 4y plus y minus 4. And now if I factor out y minus 4, I get y minus 4 times y squared plus 16 plus 4y plus 1. And this is equal to y minus 4 times y squared plus 4y plus 17 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have y minus 4 equals 0, meaning y equals 4, and I also have y squared plus 4y plus 17 is equal to 0. And if you end up using the quadratic formula and solving this, you get the square root of a negative number, and you can't take the square root of a negative number, so this is wrong, and y equals 4 is my only solution. Now remember how we let 2 to the power of x equal y. So now we have 2 to the power of x is equal to 4, and 2 to the power of what equals 4? 2. So I get x is equal to 2, and this is my solution. Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. So obviously, I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to first start with writing my equation. So 9 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to rewrite 9 here as 3 squared. So I have 3 squared to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. And the reason I did that was because now these two have the same bases. Both the bases are 3. So now it's going to be much easier to solve. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So in this case, I have 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x minus 1, and we can think of 2 as m and x minus 1 as n. So this is going to be the same thing as 3 to the power of 2 times x minus 1, and which is equal to 3 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, 2 times x minus 1 is equal to x, meaning 2x minus 2 is equal to x, and x is equal to 2. So that is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have a to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equal to 15. So I obviously want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to first start with a to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equal to 15. And if I have something in the form a minus b over c, this is the same thing as a over c minus b over c. So this isn't a property of fractions. So for here, a to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x, I can rewrite this as a to the power of x over 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 15. Now obviously if we have one number over that same number, it's going to equal 1. So these two cancel out, and I get a to the power of x over 2 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 15. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 on both sides because we want to get rid of this 1. So then these two cancel out, and I get a to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equal to 16. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a over b to the power of m. So in this case, I have a to the power of x over 2 to the power of x, and notice how both the exponents are the same. So I can rewrite this as a over 2 to the power of x is equal to 16. Now, a over 2, that's obviously 4, so we have 4 to the power of x is equal to 16, and 4 to the power of what equals 16? 2. So I get x is equal to 2. So now to check, my original equation was a to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equal to 15. Since x equals 2, I have 64 minus 4 over 4 is equal to 15. 64 minus 4 is 60. 60 divided by 4 is 15. So I get 15 is equal to 15. This is right.